Hey guys, it's Nix here! And in today's video, we're gonna be playing on a server. It's called Wingcraft, and we're gonna try to become the most powerful mage in the world. Powerful. But of course, there's a catch. And the catch is, we're gonna try to make it through 100 days. Minecraft days, guys. Minecraft, not real life days. Yeah, so we're gonna try to survive 100 days in the game. But the catch is, we're testing the server to see how fun it is. Because I wouldn't want you guys to waste your time playing on a server that might not retain your attention for too long. So,
Yeah,
anyways, without further ado, let's dive into it and see if I made it through the 100 days. Also, make sure to smash that subscribe button and like the video if you're enjoying it. Please like it. This is a new channel. And we're off to the races. We selected Mage as our class, and we started in the Wingcraft server. And immediately after starting, we're just here with some NPCs. They do actually have some logs of like actual lines as if you're playing an MMORPG. So there is a story behind the game, which I thought was kind of cool. As far as the combat system goes, though, I really felt like, ooh, this is underwhelming. Like, this is it. I just left-click and use a spell. Of course, as I got further along into the days of Minecraft, it became more apparent that there is a little bit more to it with, like, right trigger, right trigger. Like, there's different combinations that you'd be using throughout the game to cast different spells. But again, the spells were kind of underwhelming. It was stuff like heal or teleport. It wasn't anything too crazy as I'm going through these days here. But then they had me playing this little forest run simulator where I had to run away from the bad guys. And at this point, I was already questioning the purpose of this game. It took me about 15 minutes to finally be able to use any spells, like really use any spells. But I pushed on and started fighting through the nights, trying to level up, get as much EXP as I could, and I was grinding for a while. Then we wound up discovering this little hidden cavern inside where there was like level 10s or 11s or something, and I started grinding there like a madman. I lived there for about like 3-4 hours of no, it was like an hour of just non-stop grinding for EXP, but I did stay there for quite a while trying to level up. Now, I will say another cool thing about Wingcraft is that you can actually identify your items, and with that, you get, like, stronger items that you can use to progress in the game and be able to deal more damage, so I did think that was really cool that they implemented. So, I carried on for another couple days. At this point, I'm already level 10-ish. This was after grinding in that little hidden area, and I found this cool parkour place. So, they do have some dungeons that require parkouring up to various places. There's also loot boxes that you can get from doing these things, so you'll find like little shining chests all around. I thought this was cool. I definitely made it more of a challenge to have to do stuff like this for a quest and for, you know, to level up and grow as a player. So I thought this was a unique challenge to have to do. As you can see, I failed quite a few times here. It was very frustrating. And then I looked over to the right and realized that there's an easier way to go about this, and then I did it that way. But yeah. So, fast forward, I pretty much spent a bunch of time grinding, and then decided to move on to the next village, where I was hoping that the game would get more interesting. Maybe we'd fight some really cool bosses, and see some really cool things. And it took a while to walk over there, by the way, guys. Like, I'd say I spent a good, like, 3 days journey just walking over and discovering new areas. In that time, you know, at this point, I'm already questioning, is the game really that fun? Like, yeah, it's fun at first. It's kind of cool to be able to use spells and abilities. It's a cool thing that they got going here as far as for that goes. Like, for Minecraft's capabilities, I think the game is great. I think it's a good example of things you can do in Minecraft that you would have never guessed or believed that could happen. But as far as replay value or actually playing the game for long periods of time, for me personally, the game's just not doing it. Like, I spent a long time fighting bosses and fighting various mobs just to try to give a chance to the game, collecting keys to try to go do some dungeons. Like, even with doing all of this, like, the game didn't really captivate me too much. Like, it wasn't like, oh, this is, like, really, really fun. Games that I find really, really fun are like Warframe and stuff. You know, like this one's not giving me that typical MMORPG vibe. Some quests are a little glitched out where you can't do them, even though they're there. It's a great idea. It was a great concept, and I think it's cool. But for me personally, it just isn't. It wasn't interesting enough to keep me playing for longer than I think we made it to about 45 days. At this point, I've just given up, and I think that's where I'm gonna end the video here, guys. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure, again, to smash that like button, and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. I will be uploading more videos like this 100-day challenge in the future. If you want to check out the server, I'll have the link in the description below for you guys. Again, I think it's a good concept. I think the game's interesting. We're going to probably try out a couple different classes on the server, because maybe just Mage isn't as interesting, but maybe there's some others that are a lot cooler. So we're still going to give it another try, guys. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Nick's out.